Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today I am showing you how to make beef stew in the pressure cooker. Here is a look at all of our ingredients. I will have a list of everything that you need to make this down in the description box. You're going to need some stew meat, also some onion powder, and then I have some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, minced garlic. I have some seasoned salt, some tomato paste, some of this Worcestershire sauce, olive oil, beef broth or stock, cornstarch, some butter. And then these are my veggies. I have potatoes and carrots peeled and cut into pretty big pieces. The first thing you're going to do is brown your meat. So I am going to put the butter and olive oil in the bottom of my pot. I have the saute function turned on high, and I am going to brown this meat until it is brown on all sides. This just takes a couple minutes and it adds such a depth of flavor. If you don't want to do this, you can skip it, but I highly recommend doing it because it just adds a little extra flavor. So I'm going to brown the meat. Once I get it into a single layer, I'm going to season it with pepper and seasoned salt and then let it brown on all sides. And then we are going to take it back out of the pot. I like using the seasoned salt on the meat. I think it just adds a little bit of extra flavor to the meat. And this is what it should be looking like, nice and brown on all sides. Also, if you hear my baby in the background, he is very talkative today, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the beef from the pot, and you will see a lot of brown on the bottom of our pot. That is what you want that flavor. And then I am going to get a whisk. If you have a non-stick pot, do not use a metal whisk, use a coated whisk, but I have a metal pot, so I'm going to use a metal whisk, and I'm going to add in my beef broth, and I'm going to whisk that beef broth and get up all of the brown bits off the bottom of the pot. This is crucial to adding lots of flavor to your stew. Now I am going to add in 2 heaping spoonfuls of tomato paste and our garlic, and then we will add in all of our seasonings. Like I said, I have measurements for you in the description box. I sometimes measure, sometimes don't, especially with seasonings. I just kind of eyeball it, but I wanted to have a good recipe for you. So I wrote one out in the description box for you, so check that out. Now that we've added all of our seasonings in, we're gonna go ahead and add in the Worcestershire sauce, and then we will add our beef back in. Then you're going to put your potatoes and carrots on top, and you don't want to stir at this point. You want to just let the vegetables sit on top, and then we will put our lid on our pressure cooker and we are ready to cook. Now that we have everything back in the pot, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on. If you have a valve that you need to set to seal, go ahead and do that now. And then we are gonna cook this on high pressure for 35 minutes. After the 35 minutes, you're gonna let it sit and naturally release pressure for 12 minutes. And then you can go ahead and release the rest of the pressure. Just be careful when you are hitting that valve over to venting. Now that it is all done releasing pressure, you are clear to open your lid, and I am going to thicken this with some cornstarch and water, which is called a slurry. So what you want to do is get your cornstarch and put in some warm water and stir that up until there are no lumps. And then you're going to go ahead and add it to your liquid in your beef stew. And you want to gently stir it in because you don't want to completely break up your potatoes because they're just going to fall apart. They're going to be so tender. So just be really careful when you're stirring it around. And then go ahead and switch your pressure cooker over to Sauté mode. And you're going to let this simmer for just a couple minutes until this cornstarch activates and thickens up your sauce a little bit. If you want this thicker than what I had it, then you can just add a little bit more of that cornstarch and water slurry until you get it to the thickness that you like. I went ahead and added in some fresh parsley. This is totally optional and you do not have to do this. I think that the green just makes it pretty and I had it on hand, so I added it in. Now I'm just gonna give it one final mix and it is ready to serve up. This is a super easy, quick, and yummy weeknight meal, or any day of the week really, and I hope that you try it. If you do, please let me know what you think. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you like these kinds of videos, please consider subscribing and sticking around, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.